Good morning and welcome back to day 2 at Buffalo River Race Park here in Glendon, Minnesota. We are just getting into wrapping up hot laps here for the Pro Champ guys. TLR points racing today, action-packed. It's a little bit chillier here today than it was yesterday.
More than a
little. Quite a bit chillier, a lot of it windier. That's definitely going to play a role in how these guys are tuning their sled, so we may see a little bit different running order than we saw yesterday.
Good morning. It's a great day here at Buffalo River Race Park, so if you're in the area, not far from Fargo, North Dakota, love to have you come out today and join us. It's about $10 to get in the regular gate. You want to get upstairs where it's nice and warm with some indoor seating. It's $25 for the day. Be sure to join us. Got a full day of racing coming up today. Most of the qualifications were run yesterday. Today there'll be a number of finals, but we're going to run a full TLR Cup program today. We're going to put some points and some money on the line, so we expect these drivers to really be at their best today. Interesting racing yesterday. I know Lindsay's going to talk a little bit about the recap from yesterday's racing. Big win last night for Nick Van Strydock. If you saw our Facebook Live yesterday, you know that Nick made some comment about shaving the beard. Apparently he's backed off of that a little bit just because of the non-TLR Cup race yesterday. So I've actually sent a message out to Nick trying to get a status on the beard, but haven't heard anything yet. So.
Yeah, some think maybe it's good luck for him. If that's the case, I don't think we'll be seeing him with a clean face anytime soon. We have some exciting stuff coming up today aside from the racing that's going to take place here. You can catch us live on Ditch Banger all day. So if you go to ditchbangertv.com, you can download the app for Apple and Android. It's free to watch live. So if you can't be here physically, you can still be here in spirit. It's just a great opportunity to see what's going on.
Now here's the side note on the Ditch Banger. If you have the app installed on your phone or your iPad and you have your notifications turned on, they will send you approximately a 10-minute warning to when the Champ guys are going to run. I know a lot of you are Champ fans who want to see the TLR Cup stuff running, so just be sure if you have your notifications turned on your phone or your iPad, you'll get a 10-minute notification to the next round of Champ qualifying and the Champ final. But Ditch Banger's done a great job for us, and really looking forward to their coverage again today.
Yep. And speaking of those Champ guys, we're seeing Blaine Stevenson, driver of the number 102. He's just taken to the track now along with Matt Gady. So we were hoping to get Blaine up here with us today. We may catch him a little bit later and come back for Iced Coffee Part 2. But you will have a chance to meet all those guys at our meet and greet today, which is taking place at...
We're going to run that 15 minutes after round 3 of qualifying. So it's important to watch Ditch Banger today and get an idea when that's going on. If you're around here, after round 3 qualifying, we're going to get all the guys together and we'll set up a place. We've got some autograph stock, we've got some things to do for them. And they'll be here 15 or 20 minutes, so they got to get them ready for the final today. And get things going. It's going to be a great day, so excited to watch. Lindsay and I are both glancing out, watching hot laps go by from this great vantage point here at Buffalo River.
And along with the chance to meet your favorite drivers, which is sponsored by Woody's, one of the great sponsors of the TLR Cup Tour, it's also Military Day out here for us. So we have a member of the Wounded Warrior Project who will be on site and getting hauler tours, kind of getting the whole VIP treatment.
Yeah, it's really kind of a nice thing. Todd Octoberg, the tour director, is a 20-plus year military veteran as well. So we've been working hard on our military appreciation program and invite some of these individuals in for the day. They spend quite a bit of time with me. They'll spend some time with Lindsay as well. We'll take them out and get them inside these haulers and meet some of these drivers up close. They actually get to come down on the track with us when it comes time for driver intros for the TLR Cup final today and share in the introduction and also the champagne splash and the medal ceremony at the end, which is always a great time. So looking forward to that.
Yep, no, that's always a great way to say thank you to everyone who served our country, and that's something that we're going to be doing all season long. We are working with the Canadian military as well, so at our races up in Beausejour and Belcourt, we'll have that going on there too. So
good. We're going to talk a quick recap of yesterday. 3 great rounds of qualifying. Variety of drivers, mixing it up in the top of each of those qualifying heats. No real blowouts. Nobody stretching the lead at any particular time. Seemed like everybody's pretty close together. Matt Schultz came out as the number 1 qualifier, won all 3 of his heats, right?
All 3.
Okay. Matt Gady, put a sled together. I was just telling Lindsay earlier, the first seat time he had was Thursday night, 10 o'clock at night, doing hole shots on a pond using headlights for lighting. So showed up here, he told me he's got 4 spark plugs and 1 extra belt. That's all he's got for parts this weekend, and ends up the number 2 qualifier and has a great race last night. So qualifying was fantastic. I'll let Lindsay talk about the final and the running order there at the end.
Yeah, and so just going on about Matt Gady, he is on a Gary Moyle sled. So we all know Gary Moyle, 3-time world champ, great equipment, definitely gives Matt an advantage. Last year he was running PJ Wanderscheid stuff, so he's had great equipment, but he also is proven out here that he can drive it. He started from the back row yesterday, worked his way up
In one of the qualifying
rounds. Yep, and he qualified second last night for the final, and that's where he finished. We saw, Nick Van Stridon took the win, which great to see him out here. He did his famous fence climb out here for the fans, threw over his pair of 509 goggles. It's one of the reasons, Nick's got such a huge fan base. He gets the crowd going. Matt Schultz, we saw, like Brett said, number 1 qualifier. But getting that inside line on this track isn't necessarily the best starting point. We're hearing chatter from, the breakfast tables this morning about maybe being the 4th or 5th qualifier is the better spot to start, because it gives you a chance to take that higher line around corner 1, maybe get around some of that traffic that gets bunched up real tight down there. Which is exactly what we saw Nick Van Stridon do. He got a great hole shot, and then he, had that wider line, and he was able to get out front and stay there the whole time.
Yeah, Matt Schultz had a good start. Came to the start-finish line the first time in 4th place, but just not having that first advantage right off the bat with the hole shot and getting out of there first really seemed to be detrimental. And first race of the year, I know a lot of guys are testing things. Not only really testing equipment, I think there's a little test of endurance. We did 20 laps last night. Not sure if tonight's final is going to be 20 or 25 or 15. There's been some talk about going either way depending on track and stuff. But so stay tuned. Watch Ditch Banger. They'll have updates on tracks. So one interesting thing last night, I talked to Matt Rich. He was fast all day in qualifying. Came up to the line, threw the green flag, and the sled just bogged. He made, I think, a lap, maybe 2.
A couple laps, 3
and
maybe.
Pulled off to the inside of the front straightaway and said he had a failure on his carburetor mounting bracket. So was sitting there with only 1 carb hooked up to the engine, just suffered from that.
Yep, not going to finish a race that way. But those guys, they'll be back out here today, no doubt. Let's talk about the people we didn't see in the final last night.
Yeah.
Cardell Potter. Last year, I think maybe he was on the podium the majority of the time last year. He came out, Heat 1 yesterday, he blew up. Heat 2 came back out, just couldn't get it going, so he didn't start Heat 2. And then he came out and he won his final race. Unfortunately, he didn't make the final, didn't have enough qualifying points, so he was one that was absent from that field, which is very
surprising.
Very surprising, yeah.
But it was not a TLR Cup points day. So if you're going to have a day like that, and Matt had a day like that in Wyawega, Matt Schultz last year. He had a horrible Saturday, came back on Sunday, did quite well. Also didn't see Blaine Stevenson in the final last night. He did not have great qualifying runs. I saw his dad yesterday for a little bit. Lots of work going on in the trailer. I saw him out early for hot laps already today. I was surprised there. Joey Fierstead did not make the final. And Shane Peterson also did not make the final last night. So a little bit surprising. I mean, Shane we knew being new here to the sport, not having raced in this level. But we had 12 guys run last night, had a great race, 20 laps, no caution flags. They said they're making about 12-second laps here, which is really moving.
Yep, and we see, it looks like right now, Shane Peterson is actually on the track. He looks good. I mean, this is his first weekend out on this tramp sled. So to jump back in, he raced some vintage last year. He's raced forever. He's pretty much been in every class you could possibly think of. So no doubt it'll be interesting to see how Shane progresses throughout the season. We did see Cody Knutson. He's the rookie this year. Him and Bo, yep. They both made last night's final. So Cody finished in the 10th position, ran a smart race, getting used to running out on the track with these big guys. Wasn't driving over his head, getting a feel for the machine, first race out. We saw Bo up there. He took a top 5 finish, so
right,
he's
fantastic
looking
for
good.
him.
Yep.
And because he didn't qualify all that well.
No.
You know, Bo struggled a little bit in qualifying. I know they looked at some sled setup things during the day, but really had a strong finish there at the end, which was really nice. Talked to Cody this morning already. I think he slept with a grin on his face. You know, happy to be up in the champ class and really doing well. Experience was what it was about yesterday for him, and he saw it. I think he understands a little bit better the level of competition. And he's got a good team. They'll step up their game, and I actually expect good things from him this year.
Yeah, without a doubt. We also should mention Jordan Wall. He last year had an injury at Eagle River, which ended his season prematurely. So everyone was kind of looking forward to see how he came back this year. And he was definitely fast in qualifying. He finished 4th yesterday. His sled is, you know, it's hooked up. It's handling well. He's got great speed. You know, they may have a little more that they're saving for TLR today.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
No. So yeah, I mean it was a great day of racing. You know, we saw Polaris up on the top spot. We saw Cat in second, and we saw Skidoo in third. So a big change up from last year, where Skidoo pretty much dominated the TLR podium all season. And now we've got 3 of them. 3 different manufacturers represented in our top 3.
Jordan Wall and Travis McDonald taking the track now for some hot laps. So good to see Jordan out there again. He's a little bit of the quiet guy. Trying to see who the other Skidoo is that's coming out here. Well, that's Cody actually. Cody Knutsen's out for hot laps as well this morning. So good start to the day. Anyway, you know, the TLR Cup's going to run today. Great day. We'd love to have you come out and see us in person. It's going to be a fantastic venue today. Looking forward to a lot of things. Get it wrapped up in time so you can still go do your New Year's Eve celebrations and have fun doing that. If you can't be here, we expect to see you in Ironwood, then Eagle River, on the Wausau, Alexandria, Valcourt, Tomahawk, and Beausejour. We're going a lot of places this year and having a lot of fun. Lindsay and I have to do our top 3 picks for today. We are running a little bit of a challenge. Didn't tell Lindsay about this yesterday, but my picks for yesterday, I got 1 of the 3 podium positions, so I'm actually ahead. Lindsay,
I got 0.
Big shutout. So I'm ahead 1-0, which is great news. Go ahead, Lindsay. Give us your top 3.
Well, I'm kind of going back and forth here. Yesterday I played it safe, which didn't work out in my favor. But I think, you know, Nick Van Stridonk, he got that hole shot yesterday. He's got a Hooper-powered engine. He's got it set up. You know, he mentioned after he won last night that they've been struggling with the hole shot for the past 8 years or so. So to see Nick get the hole shot, we know Nick can drive, and once Nick gets out front, he's a smart driver. I think we're going to see Nick up there again, and I don't think we can rule out Matt Gady. He is kind of, you know, was the little bit of a dark horse coming in, and he is just, you know, representing Cat in a really great way. I feel like I can't not have Cardell Potter in my top 3 because he is just such a consistent performer. I'm going to chalk yesterday up to it being the first race of the season. You know, he had mentioned he's down from central Wisconsin. They didn't have any chance to really test and tune. They got a lot of rain down there, ruined their, you know, the ice. So we've seen Cardell trying a couple different things out here. He's got a new little flap on the back of his sled.
Kind of like a winged modified car does.
Yeah.
A little bit of a, just right behind the seat, he's got a piece probably 6 by 12 inches or so that's designed to push a little bit of wind on the back of the sled as he's going through the corners.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how that goes. He is a very determined driver, very smart team, so I think we'll see Cardell out front today.
And give me your wild card. Doesn't count in the standings, just give me your one person you go, maybe today's the day.
I'm going to say Colt DeLandria. Because he won his first heat race yesterday. I